Alright, and welcome everyone to another episode of Followers of Mayhem. In the last episode, we had quite a couple of little twists and turns in that one, and at the very end, Allah decided to leave to head to Prosh, so that they could kill two birds with one stone. Now, you might be able to hear sniffing, that's because Alex here is a little sniffly, and sorry about that, but hey, he showed. Allah is going to be 5 minutes late, and we've got a couple of others who are lagging a little bit, but they should be in here soon. So while we're waiting for them, why don't we speak a bit about a little bet that the party is currently doing? Would you like... Oh, hey Rura.
Hi.
I still think my bet it was the best. I bet that we're going to play D&D. There's no way you could avoid that.
Yeah, that's cheating.
It's also wrong. That can be avoided.
I could have avoided it if I'd gone to Smash It Up tonight,
Guys.
which is a Smash Bros tournament.
True.
Guys.
I stopped playing. I was playing God of War all day. I could have kept on playing it and skipped the session.
Guys.
True.
Guys, Lala.
So, the little bets that we're talking about is every 10 episodes or so, I like to do a little bet with my players. And the bet this time was they had to make their own bet, and if they win, they get a magic item. Now, the bet they chose this time, if one of you would like to say it.
It was, I bet we will have to save Allah from some sort of attack.
Yep, that's their bet. And we'll see if, if they're correct. And if they are correct, they'll be getting a scroll of tiny huts. How they'll be getting the scroll is, well, they'll be getting it from an NPC, but that's more in character and less out of character, if you know what I mean. It's just something fun, We're playing a high magic game, so I don't mind. You're back.
Yep.
Okay. So, do we have everyone? Let me check. We have Allah, Alex, Dennis, Bizarro, Kagura, Rura, Fiona, and Shikon. So yeah, we have everyone. Great.
So, question.
Yes?
If we have law, where's order?
Okay. So?
Fiona cast shatter on all of you.
Okay. Looks full, everyone dies. Everyone ready?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep.
Allah, you just walked in. What do you do?
Law just walks in and he places the letter on the table right next to Sulkai for a moment and looks at Alex and just gives a stern and serious look. We have an issue here.
We know. Y'all are fucked up, didn't even get any breakfast.
Alright, well, what's on the letter?
It's your letter. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So what's wrong?
Well, here's the thing. Alar's sister, Eris, has given a druidic dream again.
Oh boy.
And this time it's about her sister. And her sister is currently locked in a room full of mirrors.
We gotta tell you guys to stop. Tell those guys to stop taking mushrooms before bed.
Well, seems to be effective so far, has it not? He shrugs.
We're gonna have to go
Alright,
back to 80 Sands, aren't we?
Locked in a room full of mirrors. Isn't that what happened to you guys in somewhere that one time?
Oh, that's even worse.
I don't recall it. I don't recall it being mirrors. I know there was like a thick sheet of glass.
Yeah,
Oh no, wait. You're right.
Or Kazura.
I forgot all about the mirrors.
You forget about the mirrors. It was literally just mirrors.
The last time I was there before our recent stay, it was all stone and iron. That was what I grew up with.
Well, you were working on information. Hold on, I'm gonna try something. And I cast Sending to LR.
Alright, what do you say?
Where the hell are you?
Where?
That's literally just it.
I'm sorry, I'm muting myself. They're slamming the doors again. Allah, you may respond to that message.
I may respond to that message. Well, there's nothing to respond.
Okay. You get no
Wait, what?
response back.
Can I tell if she got it at all?
Nope, I don't believe it will tell you if they're unconscious, so... I don't believe
No
so.
response.
Well, that's grand. So I'm already too late then, it seems.
Guess we have to go to Posh then.
Just let me get my axes.
Gosh, is it not somewhere we're going? You guys are going to then?
Well, he was going to Prush.
The letter she left with us claimed that she was heading over to Prosh to take care of the black rot. But, well, it's not so much a black rot.
Yeah, if it's the rod I'm thinking of, yeah, she could go at it for years and not even make a dent.
I only just got a letter back from home, and, well, as it turns out, it's some sort of swamp.
Well, probably go after her anyway. And as I have stressed repeatedly, LR wouldn't last a day in Prosh.
Well, it seems like our first stop is nowhere then. We need to get all the information we can, and, well, I need to pay respect to someone.
Alright, so I'm bringing up the turn order, going down the list. Dennis, is there anything you want to add?
Everyone else hasn't rolled yet.
Guys, it doesn't matter. This is just to decide a turn order, okay? The rolls don't matter right now. Dennis, is there anything you want to add?
No.
Okay, it's alright. Is there anything you want to add?
I guess this would be a good time to bring. I think this would be a good time to bring up something that the Rogues Guild brought to my attention just a little before you guys woke up, actually.
Oh.
First thing, it seems Alar isn't the only one who went to Prosh.
Wait, what?
It would seem our dear Prince Kagura was sent off to Prosh on political business. What? I'm not entirely sure.
But that doesn't make sense.
Okay. Who's got the highest passive perception right now besides me?
That would be Allah,
And then, because Alar's not here.
Kagura with a 14.
He's not here either.
Alex with a 13.
Okay, Alex, roll insight on Vierna.
You got it. Give me a minute. Boom.
Okay, you don't sense anything.
All right.
If it helps, he's tied with Shikon. Sorry. I interrupted you.
I actually have a 14.
Oh, did it go up? Oh.
Yes.
Sorry for interrupting you, Vienna, there. I was just telling you that Shikon is...
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, Shikon, roll insight.
Please. Insight. It's the first one, by the way.
Okay, there's just the fate. Like when Vienna hears that Kagura is going into Prush, she gets just the fainted into hint of oh crap on her face, and then like after like a split second, it's gone.
Shikon has noticed it, but he is waiting for his turn then now.
Okay.
Second of all, I've also been informed that a wagon left last night carrying what appeared to be heavy sacks of potatoes and corn. They didn't stop it, but considering our missing friend, it would not be a surprise to imagine that there would be a large person hidden under there.
Are you saying that Kagura actually went with that?
All right.
No, it's been confirmed that he flew out of the city by Owlcat.
Oh.
So, what is this business with the corn?
The information implies to me that that someone managed to capture Alar as early as when she left this inn and dragged her off under the cover of a delivery cart.
Damn it.
Okay,
Oh,
forget a
great.
day in Prush. She wouldn't last. Fuck, she didn't even last a moment going to Prush.
All right.
Mm.
Are you done, Sorai?
So, for now, yes.
Okay. Now I can tell Shikon's really sitting on something, so I'm just gonna move him up. I hope you don't mind, Grisora.
That's actually perfectly fine.
Shikon.
Shikon turns towards Werner and looks towards her rather sternly. You do happen to know something about Prush.
And I kind of grew up there.
And
Some personal stuff I'd brought that I hope won't come up. Probably isn't important.
Do we need to get you a disguise?
I don't know.
well, with that oh crap look at you that he had for a moment.
Vienna's royalty too.
I doubt that.
Plot twist.
Plot twist, everyone's royalty.
Shikon, is there Shikon, continue.
So, is there something you want to tell us because of your oh crap reaction from hearing that Kagura went to Prush?
Huh?
I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what to make of it at this point.
Personally, I find it odd that they would send Kagura off send the prince off somewhere so soon after he gets home.
Exactly. You would think that his parents would want to keep him locked up in that castle, like some sort of princess in a tower.
Either that, or actually train him to be a king, seeing as that he seems pretty adamant about doing that too.
Maybe
I
they
really-
shipped him out
Well-
because he knew too much.
Well, it's one way to find out. This one's to Kagura.
Okay.
I can tell I'm gonna disrupt so many of your plans with this spell.
Kagura.
No, like Vienna. And Vierna's message is so, how you holding up? Also, I hear you go. Are you going to Prosh? What's with that?
All right, Kagura, I would say, yeah, I would say maybe you're still on the way there. What do you think? Oh,
I would say.
It's a 20. You only have 25 words, so you might want to figure out what to write down. Write down the message. Figure that out first.
All right, hold on. Well, I did just get sent there. I guess the Rogues Guild got a hold of you guys.
That's Shikon.
Yeah, that's it.
Shikon,
Yeah?
is that all you wanted to do on your turn?
Not quite. So it's clear that we're going to save Allah first, then head to Porsche, right?
I guess.
Good.
Why? Perhaps the possibility exists that Alara is in fact being taken to Prosh.
Okay.
Okay.
So, are you done now, Shikon?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I don't have the really
Mizura.
enough range.
I look to Vierna and tell Kagura that about Alar.
I can't. I can only do that twice a day.
Then I say we need to go now. The longer we wait, the farther away Alar will get.
Is that all you want to say?
Yes.
Rura. Rura?
Sorry, excuse me. I'm still kind of eating.
Okay.
Rura kind of just is thinking to herself quietly, so she doesn't really want to do anything, but just kind of ponders everything that's happening at the moment.
Okay. Vienna.
Hey, what are we just standing here for? Let's go.
Okay. Alexander.
Yeah, pretty much. He agrees with the notion. We need to head out now.
Okay.
But as he passes Law, he he leans in and he says, "We'll talk about this after we've settled things in Nowhere. All right."
Law closes his eyes and gives off a soft sigh. Very well.
Look, have you heard what happened to Jeremy?
I have.
We should at least pay our respects first before we start feuding.
I agree. That'd be...
All right, everybody, let's head out.
Alright. So, I'm going to remove the turn order. And one last check. Is there anything anyone wants to do before you head out? Get rations? Get supplies? Anything?
Let me see. I'm fine.
No, I'm good.
Thanks to Rura's natural explorer, we'll always be able to find food, so I think we'll be alright.
Yep.
Yes, but you still have to roll survival and stuff, so it's always good to have a bit of rations on hand. So, bringing you to the map, as you can see, it's quite a long trip to Nowhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, 16 days to get there. So, to simplify things, Rura, roll me 3 survival checks. Just real quick, just 3 survival checks. Okay? Okay.
Oof.
All right.
We all starve.
You don't starve, but you do lose 2 rations from one day where you botch a hunt. But for the rest of the days, you do manage to get the food. It's just 2 days when you're going through a bit of terrain you're not too familiar with, you mess up your hunt, and so yeah, everyone subtract 2 rations.
I will as soon as Roll20 loads back up for me, because it just crashed.
I'm sorry.
Question.
Let me.
What if I have no rations?
How do you not have no rations?
Well, you're either gonna have to take a point of exhaustion, or ask someone for theirs.
I'll give you one. I have like 9.
Okay. I'll
I
be
don't-
sure
I
to
don't-
get some.
Or he could just resort to auto-cannibalism.
Seriously, she asked if you were wanted to get something before we travel off.
Yeah,
I
the thought
didn't-
crossed my mind. Though, like, nah, she's got this.
I noticed that I didn't have any. I looked at my item lists and found out that I didn't have any rations either.
Am I the only one? I mean, you guys put too much faith in me, man. Now I feel bad.
Be glad I didn't make you roll like 16 times. I only made you roll twice or thrice. So, those of you who are giving their friends who forgot to get rations some rations, you may do so. Subtract the rations. And
I'll give you some too, Kagra.
you
Survive.
were
So,
right.
also, by the way,
Yes.
I will be using the opportunity of long rest to basically contact Kagura further, or be ascending and just like let him know the full situation, and also ask why specifically he's going to Prush.
Okay. So, Kagura. By this time, it would have happened.
How many days in is the first sending done?
1. Vienna's doing this 1 day.
Oh yeah, like two a day actually. So he just like when we settle down to make camp, so we can have like something approaching an actual conversation.
Yeah.
And what exactly does Bjorna say to Kagura?
Why are you in why are you going to Prosh? Also, Alar's disappeared or possibly captured. We're gonna go find and her. And she was headed to Prosh.
You hear a distraught You hear a distraught voice say back to you, "It was a trap. My father, he lied to me."
What?
You
Okay,
cannot.
wait.
You have one more sending, but you can't. But otherwise, you can't ask him what.
Yeah, I know. Like, Bjorna like sort of jerks when she hears that, and she's like, "Wait, what happened?" Like, she goes in, like, "Wait, what happened? Details." Like, that's the second sending.
It was the Syndicate. My father, his real name is Gekrith Sin.
What?
Oh, great.
So, all right, guys, Kagura may have been lured into a syndicate trap.
Oh, great.
Syndicate
Wonderful.
trap.
Wait, what?
Let me move you back to the map because you're not at nowhere yet. You're still on the path.
That is bad to hear.
So, is there anything else you want to do?
She does not relay the stuff about Gekri because, like, she's She needs some time to process that one.
Okay. So, is there anything else anyone wants to do?
Yes, let's not forget to get Vierna and Dennis rations before we leave, okay?
Kind of on the road already.
Oh,
Yeah, this was 2
Well, we
days
might
into your
know.
travel.
Yeah.
oh,
I was just
My
pausing to
bad.
see if anyone wanted to add anything before I moved you back over to nowhere. Okay. So, it's been a long time since you last arrived in Nowhere. The town hasn't changed much. There's still the occasional cats walking across the street, people selling maps, selling food. The general store is still operational, and the magic shop looks exactly the same.
Alright.
The only change that you can notice is that the apothecary is in complete ruins. And
What?
it's just rubble by this point. But otherwise, Nowhere is same as you left it.
Alex smiles as he looks over the town, save for the destroyed apothecary, and he just says, "Home sweet home."
What do you do?
Okay, first things
Quick question.
first.
Sorry.
Dennis, please. First things first, I reckon you guys should get rations. And I need to stock up on it too.
Yeah, so Bjorn's just gonna drop by the at the bazaar, pick up I don't know, 10 or something.
For modest rations, it's 3 silver apiece.
Okay,
Okay.
so
River kind of looks downward dejected, like, I'm sorry.
It wasn't
Don't
your
worry about it.
fault.
How many days did we
Okay.
travel again?
16.
You
Okay.
also did on the way. I forgot to mention this, but Ruru, you did see some wagon tracks that were sort of heavily sunk into the road at points. They were clearly carrying something heavy.
River looks a little uneasy at that. Some past memories of how she was transported whenever she was a slave. And she told everybody this, at least. So that way they know that they're hopefully on the right track.
So, you're in town. You buy the rations. Is there anything anyone wants to do?
Yeah. First up, Alex taps Law on the shoulder and he points a thumb towards the general store.
Law nods and just motions him to lead the way. Going silent about it.
Okay. So you head on in, and Miss Brightly is still there. Still a happy-go-lucky self. She smiles warmly, but there's a bit of a sadness to it as she says, "Well, it's been a long time, you two."
Hey, Miss Brightly.
Hello, Miss Brightly.
I trust you've been eating your vegetables and greens?
Yes, Miss Brightly.
Wow, he rolls his eyes.
What can I get you, lovely lads?
We're looking for a couple of compasses. The best ones you
Compasses?
have.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
yeah, for the best ones I have, that'll cost you about a gold. They've got a cover that'll keep them really sturdy, even if you're in battle. It'll take a lot of force to break them.
all right. 2 of those, please.
Alright, and she hands them over.
And Alex pays for them both out of his own pocket.
Alright, you do so.
And he hands one off to Law. And while he's looking at his, and he can't help but Ryan. He says, "Are you all right, Miss Brightly? You seem a little down."
She sighs and she looks down and she says, Yeah, and I'm gonna pause you there and go to Dennis and Grisura for a bit. You
So
just
Dennis
see the rubble and ruins of the apothecary. All the plants and flowers in there are just all rotted by this point or have become weeds.
What the hell happened here?
Can I make an attempt to discover what happened?
You can, but that would probably be nature or investigation. Okay. It appears something crushed it. And we go back to Alex and Law. Miss Brightly sighs and she says, it's sad about what happened to Badith, you know?
What exactly happened to him?
Well, a great dragon burst out of the forest just southeast of here. And, well, some children of hers were running through the town, and the next thing we all knew, he was, well, no longer with us.
Yeah, Alex gives this really sad look, and he reaches over the counter and gives her a hug.
She returns it. You have a lovely day now.
You too, Miss Brightly.
All right, Miss Brightly.
And you step on out. Rura?
So yeah, looking at the... Oh, sorry.
Rura, Shikon, Sorai, what are you doing?
Me, I don't think I'm doing anything in particular.
Okay. Vienna?
I was muted again.
I'm hunting for diamonds because I have Revivify now, and I'm not gonna be caught unable to use that.
Roll me an investigation, but it's gonna be a high DC.
Okay. In high DC, well, I have guidance. Let's see if that tips the scales any.
These guys deal mostly in maps and farming food and stuff.
Yeah. Like, I knew it was a long shot, probably something I should have done in Lundruck in hindsight, but nothing we can do about that now.
You can try it.
19.
That's not enough, I'm sorry.
Dang.
Like I said, it's a high DC.
Yeah, I would have expected, it had to be at least in the 20s.
Yeah. Sorry, but I gave you... You had a chance. So...
Yeah, it didn't occur to me until it was, halfway through the whole sending thing.
So, Rura, you were going to say something?
And just that she doesn't really want to find anything. She's just kind of looking around with a small nostalgic smile. She goes, "Is this where I met everybody?"
Well, not me.
No, I mean, Alex and Dennis, and we were attacked by cats here too. Oh yeah, where's Mittens?
Yeah, Kagura told me all about that in his letters. Sounds like that Mittens pet friend of yours is a handful.
Yeah, a little. He was the one that kind of did a cat rebellion against everybody here. It was kind of funny, but also kind of scary. Because, Mittens was definitely something different we never seen before, so.
Mittens is
Sounds
here.
like I missed out.
He is hungry.
Oh, there's Mittens.
So,
Oh, that's right. I don't think you've met Mittens yet.
Mittens is just there. I just don't mention him unless people know. So, Law and Alex, as you step out of the general store, you see a blue blur dive right into the magic shop. In fact, you all see this.
Hey, Dennis. Bye, Dennis.
He's rather fast.
Yeah, well, when it comes to magic, it's pretty much like a switch you just can't turn off. Books,
Boy,
magic, anything, really. It just turns it down.
he's
Okay.
the wizard.
So, Dennis, as you dash into the store, you see Dra there. The store is relatively the same. Magic items just stacked haphazardly on a single shelf. She looks up as you enter.
Hello. How's it going?
Yes. Yes, hello. Yes,
I saw the apothecary got squished.
her gaze goes
I
sad.
don't have any other details.
She sighs and goes, Dragon came. Dra, no longer in relations.
He gives a pained face. So he didn't make it.
She nods.
That's unfortunate.
Dra,
Never mentioned.
sad,
Awkward silence.
but gotta live. Living make.
Never mentioned.
Would a hug help at all?
She chuckles and she gives you a hug and then ruffles your hair a bit and then steps back and says, So, magic? What item?
Sure. What do you've got?
She's got the exact same set of items as last time.
Okay, I will
She's
take a look
got-
at them.
She's got some boots, a cloak, a horn, some armor, and some spell scrolls.
What folder is that under? Oh yeah, there's magic shop. Okay, found it.
I'll just show you the spell scrolls too.
Okay.
It does say that this tends to be a pretty small time shop. Cantrips only, yikes.
To be fair, these were meant to be. These were on offer at level 1. So,
Yeah.
Anyway,
How much is the cloak?
the cloak of billowing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, cloak makes billows. Dress sell for 50.
Did she say 50 silver?
Gold.
Oh, gold? Oh, okay. Thanks for a moment. And then he pulls out some gold.
She
Sure,
takes
why
it,
not?
and you now have a cloak of billowing.
Isn't it a cape?
It's a cloak. It has a hood.
It's a cloak.
It's a neat hood.
A cape doesn't have a hood. That's how you tell them apart. So, Rura, Grizera, Chikon,
Mm.
what are you guys doing?
I was just telling everyone what Dennis and I saw, and before Dennis could say what caused the apothecary to be squished, he took off when I mentioned his girlfriend at the magic shop.
Laura, Alex, you may rejoin the group if you wish.
Yeah, well, they rejoin. They tell everyone that Alex tells everyone that he and Law need to head over to the guild to take care of some business first up. Then they'll meet back. Well, they'll meet back in the middle of town, and Alex will bring them to some place in particular.
Grisera nods and looks to the others. In the meantime, why don't we get something to eat? It's been a while since we had a full meal.
So, you all head into the place's inn, and you see your friendly neighbor.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Well, oh wow, welcome back. Are you in here for food or for a room? I'm more than
We're
happy
in
to.
here. We're
Go
in
on.
here for food.
All right, well that'll cost you about 3 silver a person, and yeah.
Sweet, what? You cut it out.
It'll cost you about 3 silver a person, and yeah, we're serving baked stew and grilled lamb today.
That sounds good. I'll take one of each.
Alright, so you will eat. Dennis,
How much was the horn again?
a horn,
Mm-hmm.
100 gold.
He takes for a while and then sighs and says, I don't know if I need that yet or not.
Dry also make other item, and she holds up she holds up a bell and says, like bell, make bell of alarm.
As in she's made it or she could make it?
She can make it. TLDR, you can have a horn, you can have a bell, basically anything that can make a sound, or she can make into a silent alarm spell. Cost extra, that possible.
Okay. It probably would be useful later. So, he does decide to get the silent alarm.
The horn?
Yep.
Okay, you now have a horn of silent alarm. I shall move that to your magic items. Is there any other purchases you want?
He says no, I think that's everything I might get here. He pulls her into a hug again and says, have a good day. I hope it'll be better.
Good day. Draw glad to see you again. Thought.
Okay.
She pauses and then
waves
says.
and then leaves.
She
what was
pauses
that?
She pauses briefly and then blinks as you leave, and she just watches you go and says, "Bye." Okay, Laura and Alex, you head on up to the Cartographers Guild. You step forward into the halls. The entire building made up of books and scrolls. A tower that looks like a scroll. Roofs that are built to look like books. Even the walls are lined with small pigeonholes containing scrolls of differing ages. And then you step out into a large foyer and head down a path for about 5 minutes before coming to a large cemetery. Each cemetery typically having a small coat of arms in front of it. For example, one has Cthulhu, and one has just a sword in front of it.
Never liked really being here, you knew that, right?
I know. But it is what it is. And Alex just goes to he goes to look for Jeremy's grave.
You find it there, the only one that was freshly dug. He was buried, and his grave is rather simple and plain. But it's clear from the bed of flowers that there was at least someone that cared for him.
Alex, he gets as close to the grave as he can, gets down on one knee, and he reaches into his pocket and pulls out the compass, opening up the lid to see the needle inside. And he gently places it next to the flowers. And he says, "May the compass always point you north, as the dark skies leads to new dawn. Rest in peace, Jeremy. You'll be missed."
Law takes a knee and mimics the motion as he actually looks at Alex for a long moment as he's trying to decide something.
Okay.
Well, after the moment of silence, he soon stood up and motions to Alex. Well, you have family to see here too, right?
Yeah. We need to meet up with everyone first, then we'll head home. We kind of need to talk about a lot of stuff, and I imagine my family should be there for it.
I hope you know we're on a time limit, Alex.
I know. Just a lot needs to happen in a short time.
As you leave, you both feel a odd sensation to both of you, but it feels like there was a tentacle placed on your shoulder before it vanishes away.
Law will have like a small jolt to him as he gives a soft smile afterwards. Well, people call us crazy, but that's just the kind of group we're in, aren't we?
Well, you know what you sign up for when you become a warlock.
That is always true.
Okay. So, you head back to the group. Those of you who were eating, eat. You all meet up. And do you head towards Alex's home?
If he wants us to bring us to his parents, that is.
Yeah, they I'm not entirely sure if they know all the details, but the more information we know about what's happening with the swamp around Prosh, the better. They were the ones I contacted about it, so maybe they've been kept in the loop.
Well, guess we need to get there then.
River looks at Alex a little curious, like, is it alright if we come to your home?
It's fine, just don't make any more chores that I have to take care of, because I imagine I'm already gonna have to take care of the dishes, the setup, and it's yeah, I'm gonna get an earful.
Can't your parents do their own dishes?
This is punishment for. I imagine this would be punishment for not telling them that I was leaving.
Okay. Anything anyone else wants to add before you head towards the parents? Okay. So, you are all led through the cartographer's build. You pass through the hallways lined with scrolls and watch as this very young child runs up to one of the empty points and slowly slides in a scroll as he looks towards his mentor, he gives a warm smile and ruffles his hair a little bit. You enter into a large courtyard lined with vines and ancient, crumbling structures that have long been ruined. And in the distance, you can see many small houses that circle the area, and then lead out down a path. Alex leads you down about 5-10 minutes, and then you come towards a rather large house. 2 stories, an attic. They're clearly well off, and the building, while not as impressive as a castle, is still far from impoverished or simple. You are led inside by Alex, who opens the door, and as you look around the neatly decorated room, you see a family portrait. And for the first time, you all are able to glimpse Oro.
So that's how he looks like.
Yeah. A little creepy at first, but he's a good guy.
Grisera got a little unnerved at the sight of Horo.
And Vierna smirks because she gets the visual reference.
Of what?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Sorry. You
Yeah, Rura
hear
kind of looks at the picture curiously and she like tilts her head with a little skeptical look.
Alex, since you control your parents watch you enter, and then they watch your friends enter, having been sitting in the same room, though trying to be polite and letting you look around first before introducing themselves. And then they see Horo enter. He is right behind you, in fact. And whenever your head turns, he shifts so that he's always standing behind you, out of your view.
Do the rest of us see this?
No.
I was just wondering.
That's why I said Alex's father and mother.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. I'm home.
Again, you control your family because I'm not sure what.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were meant tokens or something. I'm sorry. But God, this is weird. Okay, so yeah, the parents, they look over everything, and his dad just pretty much folds his legs and he says, "I imagine you have a lot to explain." And Alex gives this sort of almost subdued nod. And his mother, she looks happy that he's home and not harmed, but you can also tell she's a bit miffed, that she didn't get any warning of her son leaving. You all get the feeling that it's going to be a very long conversation that they're going to have tonight. One that you all are probably thankful that you might not get to see.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Alex, he seems a lot more nervous than he usually is. Where you guys have seen him, kind of, walk about confidently and talk to people, the moment he's in front of his parents, he kind of gets a little more meek. He kind of knows he's in trouble. And he's nervously scratching himself every now and again. He says, Mom, Dad, I'm sorry I brought guests here uninvited. It's just, well, they kind of need a place to stay in. I know they can go to the inn and pay for the inn, but it's just, well, to save money and just, I'm sure they could find, like, if they can use their bedrolls or anything, and it's just, and the parents look over to everyone as if to ask, well, are you staying here, or?
You do realize that we are on borrowed time, right?
To which Alex's father says, I'm unaware of that. Well, he says, I am unaware of that, and he says, Alex, are you on borrowed time? I mean, he says, yeah, it's a friend of ours got picked up and another one got betrayed, so it's a lot to explain. And he just almost sarcastically nods and he says, I'll bet. But yeah, he just rubs his head and he says, well, Alex rubs his head and he says, we kind of need to all, and he taps on Law's shoulder and he says, let's just go into the study, okay? You guys all just relax for a minute while we talk, okay?
Law nods and like motions him to lead him to studies. Oh, I don't know this place, so after you then.
Right. Well,
To clarify, Alex was saying everyone should wait there, and he'll go with his family to the study. So, as the three walk off, you're all left to sit there in the foyer in front of the painting. And Alex, I'm just going to fade out on your whole conversation because we can do that later.
yeah, I was gonna say that'd just be nothing but me talking to myself, and I doubt that'd be fun.
The only thing I need to know is, do the parents tell him that Horo is literally doing a Looney Tunes on him?
I imagine after everything that they've kind of figured out about horror, they've just kind of allowed this small moment of humor because the whole Mayhem thing has kind of hit the family pretty hard.
Fair enough. So
they're just kind of letting this small bit of humor to kind of hold on to the times that they have.
it's less humor and more horror. He doesn't want Alex to know he's right there. So, but an hour passes, and then 2, and the 3 return to the room. They seem to have reached some sort of agreement.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's a uncomfortable conversation out of the way. So, alright. You're all gonna have to pay for your own rooms if you're staying here for the night. But, yeah. I've, got all the information I can get from, for our adventure into Prosh, to avoid the swamp and all that. I'm not entirely sure if there's more information that we could get at the Cartographers Guild, but just quickly stop there on our way through, since the way out of town is through there.
It is then that Alex, you finally see Horo stepping out from behind you and walking over to the portrait to look up at it. He just stands there.
And Alex jumps a little, and he is like, "Were you there the whole time?"
You don't get any answer, but his parents would know.
Yeah, Mom and Dad start giggling. To which
Since-
Alex, yeah, go. Sorry.
I was gonna say, since the others cannot see Horo, Gazura looks to Vierna and whispers, "You think they're cracked a bit?"
This is a town of warlocks. You tell me.
You then watch Horo turn and regard you for a moment. And then he steps over and reaches up. And as his hand is placed on your head to just, place a hand on your head, Alex. Everyone in the room, you see a figure wearing a mask and a green cloak become visible.
What the crap?
You look just like your
Okay.
portraits that you're standing right in front of.
So that is Holo in
The
person.
flesh,
You can all see him now.
so to speak.
Either that or there's some sort of shroom that we had in it with our dinner.
Ghost!
Dennis is just looking carefully and is like, well, seems to be doing something with you to broadcast himself.
Horo
Well, I mean,
glance back at you all, and then his hand lifts and he once more becomes invisible. You can't see him. In fact, you're
It's
not
a ghost!
entirely sure you did see him. You did see him. It could have been a trick of the light.
It looked like he had his hand on your head.
to which, yeah, Alex is like, well, I mean, I am his anchor to this world, so I mean, maybe just having contact with me brings his physical form more into focus.
Quite possible that could be the case.
Ghosts are real.
Well, I guess this is probably a good opportunity for you guys to ask him questions.
I don't have anything to
Alex,
ask.
you watch as Horo moves over towards Rura, and then leans in softly and whispers into her ear and goes, "Boo. Only you can hear this though."
and Alex just cracks a smile and snorts a little. He just says, "Stop it."
River just kind of looks a little lost for a second, and then just because he sees that Alex is at least looking at her, and then she becomes paranoid. She looks around like, where is it?
It's okay. It's okay. He's not doing anything bad. He's not doing anything bad.
So, is there anything you wanna ask before you leave?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Boss soon digs into his pockets. And he looks at Alex with a deadpan stare after what he just saw with him and Rura. And he pulls out a shard. So, you said not to destroy these then, right?
Well, I specifically said if you found all of them, don't destroy them immediately.
I do recall that. But I'm afraid I can't just give them to you just yet.
I know. And honestly, I'd rather you hold on to them than anyone else, really.
Consider safekeepings.
It's just... What? Do you believe people deserve second chances, that if they really try, they can change?
It's like asking me if I believe in gods or not. Look,
Well, I
Alex, I'll
mean-
say it plainly to you. Second chances are second chances. However, people tend to bend the rules to see how they see fit around the world, so what I've seen. So I'll say it just this. Yes, I could believe Mayhem may. If there is a possibility, let's just point it out there. If Mayhem's actually a good dragon, I like to believe it too. But mainly not for your sake. for people you follow.
Does Jurgle believe that he can be a good person?
Jurgo is more. It's hard to say that with him. He's more of the books kind of god. If I have to say anything. He's a lot more a harsher judge of character than I would be.
Well, I suppose that makes sense. I mean, being what, the Lord of the Dead in knowledge, I guess you prefer hard facts over fiction.
I guess I just am a optimistic person at heart.
I know, and I'm really appreciative of it. Even if it gets you into trouble with him, it's just. Look, I mean, I've been thrown this way and that ever since you told me that, and it's just. Don't get me wrong, I'm thankful that you told me, and I'm glad that it has come out. It's just.
Dude.
It's just.
Like I said, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt anyone. I know I'm being overly optimistic myself by saying all of that. It's just, I really do hope everything works out.
Let's focus on the problem at hand first, Alex. That's what I like to do right now.
Yeah, I guess.
Abruptly,
There's a lot more.
you and your family watch as Horo glances off into the distance, and his entire form vanishes.
And Alex just kind of lifts his hand and gives a slight wave as he sees Horo go. Alright, well, enough wallowing in pity. Let's get going.
So, any final things anyone wants to say?
How much is it for the night?
I think it was like. Let me.
Been a while. I think it was a gold.
Yeah, it might have been a gold. Let me quickly pull it up. Sorry. Let's see. To get lodging for a day, it'll cost you 5 silver pieces.
Alright, 5 silver each, everybody.
Each inn has different prices, of course. So, you will get a rest in. And
could Alex, spend the night at his house
Yeah.
so he doesn't have to pay, or... Yeah.
You totally could.
By the way, Shikon is sleeping outside this time.
Sure, you may do so. So,
It's
you
been a
all-
while that he did that.
Okay. So, you will take your long rest, and the fresh morning greets you. It's time to go. Is there any last things you wish to do?
Yeah, I'm buying 10 rations.
Okay, you do so.
That's, you said it was, silver a piece or
3
something?
3 silver.
3 silver.
3 silver a piece. So 3 times 10, we're looking at 30 silver, alright?
Yep. So 3 gold.
I'll take care of that, so... Yep, 3 gold each 30 silver. Like I said, I'll take care of it, so yeah, I've got 10 rations now.
Alright.
Does
So-
everyone have rations?
Do you all head out then?
Yeah,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Sure.
of course.
Okay. So, you are heading straight to somewhere, yes?
mm-hmm. While traveling, I show them.
Will there be any rest in between?
You will have... Nope, it's a day's travel to somewhere.
Alright then.
Before we go, I suggest we disguise ourselves. After what happened last time.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, actually, here's a thought. just oh no. His thought I've forgotten his out of character. I have forgotten his name again.
Cleaver?
No, not
Law?
no.
Laura?
Well, Law and Sorai.
Okay.
Just they go in because the bad guys don't know about them yet, and they scout the place out. Meanwhile, we hide out here where the bad guys can't get us. Maybe I can also send in Balin.
We could also sneak around the town.
No.
We're and we're kind of conspicuous, Rosura.
So,
Yeah, we might have
I mean-
been sold. Sorry.
I meant sneak around the town, as in through the woods, avoid the town altogether.
We need to at least see if we need to at least see if she might be in there.
Very well.
okay. So, who is heading on this sneaking expedition? I need you to roll stealth.
Okay.
So, Sorai?
I mean,
Okay.
well, Valen's gonna be just like doing a flyover.
On the bright side, it is an 11.
Now, are you all waiting a day away, or are you waiting an hour or so away? How far away are you from the town?
Maybe a couple of hours.
Okay. So, Sorai and Law, you arrive at the town. There are absolutely no civilians.
Oh wow.
Like, just know that Valen's like flying high,
I got
high overhead, and just in case like they get
Okay.
made and like they need backup or anything.
There are no boats, despite the boats there. There are no civilians. Although, as you pass by a building, you do notice a curtain briefly pulled aside and then quickly pushed back in. They look to you as you arrive and immediately draw their weapons. That's close enough.
Law raises his hand to like up, and showing he means no harm as he doesn't take a step forward. Hey, what's going on here?
We're under martial law. No one's to come in or out.
Martial
Martial.
law.
What's the occasion?
They share a glance and then they say, should we shoot them? They are asking questions and no, that's what our orders were and they
Oh lord.
they both share a nod and you watch as every guard on the roof of the building reaches up and begins to aim right at you, preparing to fire. Five.
Retreat.
Four.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of here.
Okay. So
All right, you guys have made your point. Well, back off, nice and easy.
So, you leave and rejoin with the group, and I'm just going to say this bush here is the forest, just so I'm not changing maps. You meet back up with the group.
Well, there's no way we're getting through there.
Why is
whatever.
that?
Martial law, apparently.
Try to ask
Who-
what it was.
On
Try
whose
to ask
orders?
We couldn't. We asked a single question. They already aimed their bows at us.
I think it's Cleaver.
Always Cleaver.
Yeah, Rua looks. I don't want to go to this town anyway. Bad memories here.
Yeah.
But we don't know if Alar's here.
I don't
How
think she
okay,
is.
you said there were a lot of guards there. How many?
More than you can count on all 4 of your limbs.
We're gonna know.
Do you roll me an intelligence check?
Yeah. If she's
Actually,
not,
perception. Perception. Roll me a perception, Allah.
Yeah.
I have no jack shit.
Oh, I can't
why
see.
am I set to GM role?
Where?
You aren't?
Yeah, I am. It says
maybe-
2 GM.
Probably because you're playing on an NPC sheet right now.
Oh, you're using. Right. Sorry. Let me set your roles to public. Okay. Yeah, you can't tell, but there might be an arbitrary number like 42. Like 42.
So you think? Okay, the point is it's a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
if Alar's there, then we can't do anything to help her right now.
Useless again.
If the entire town's
You
overrun,
could
then the entire
Try
town's
sending
overrun.
to her to see where she is. If she knows where she is.
I'm gonna do exactly that.
There we go.
Alar, if you can hear this, please tell me that you're not kept prisoner in somewhere.
Okay. So by this point, Allah, you would be. I'll message you it in
Echo.
Hello.
Okay. Alar responds back saying, "No, we're not there anymore. We're at the we're at Prosh, I believe."
Here's a brush.
Thank God.
Well, let's avoid this motherfucking town and go to Plush.
Yeah.
I second that.
Oh. Okay. By the way, before they bunk down for the night, Vienna's also going to send one other ending to Kagura.
Okay. You do so? What are you saying?
So, just finished processing that. Feel like I should have seen this coming, given the way my estranged family operates. And I'm not saying it. And Kagura's the only one who hears this that way. Is by the way, I don't say any of this out loud.
Okay. What are you saying? You can send it to me in DM, and I can send it to Kagura, but I need to know what you're saying. Okay?
Yeah, I'm on it right now.
So, how about that? No, that's somewhere, huh?
Martial law, eh?
Completely overrun.
Grisser is just, her fists are shaking. He's there. He's there.
I don't think he's there, but it could be that it's an order of his.
Does
We were
this,
kind
look like, does this look like something he would do, Grisura?
When I was young, I've heard that Cleaver practically ran the town. It was like his home port when he's not out conquering the seas. Unless it is the broad that put us in those upgraded cells. It's most likely he's there and on high alert.
What would happen on alert? What would happen on alert though? You guys got away about a month ago, and you didn't even escape. You just got bought.
Yes, but if I recall, there was a storm that capsized his ship. Perhaps and it's just a theory of mine. Perhaps he realizes that particular storm was unnatural. There's no doubt he's been sailing for most of his life. And so he's able to recognize what's considered a normal storm and what is considered a God-made storm. Other than that, I haven't the faintest idea. Other than this, the way we are now, going into somewhere would be a death sentence. We either go around or make our way back to Shady Sands and take a ship.
River looks a little skeptical and she goes, "We're not really looking for a fight, though. We're trying to find Alar."
Yes, but somewhere is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. If what I heard, if what we've heard is correct, and I looked at Vigirna. Have you spoken with Alar? Vigirna?
Vienna?
I just did. She's in Prush.
There's really no reason for us to be anywhere near somewhere.
So,
I just
continue.
let's just go around, keep our distance from somewhere, and get on our way to Prosh. Okay.
Alright. So, Vienna, that happens. And you...
I'm going. I will send my, and I will use both my sendings the next day to continue the conversation.
Alright. You may do so. By this point, you would... Kagura would be... there. Okay? Just in case that's relevant. So... You continue on your path. And I'm just going to...
And that's where she kind of feels a familiar point. He's actually wearing a shirt now and is looking rather antsy too. He's not hiding it even.
As you settle down for camp, you both remember that Boundfrost is very close by here.
Allah first, then Boundfrost. Even if I want to rescue my brethren and sisters.
Is there anything you want to do while you're camping?
Yeah, actually, just a quick conversation between Alex and Law.
Okay.
He taps him on the shoulder. Well, he taps him on the shoulder and he says, "Walking, not killing you yet."
I walk for a while already. Been most of everywhere in Mayhem.
Really, I'm feeling the blisters starting to form already.
Well, I'm not physically that strong either, but at least I have built stamina over times. Eris kept walking ahead of me wherever I would try to take a break, or she knows better.
Well, it is what it is, I guess. Well, just a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
That little logo there on your jacket.
Yeah, what about it?
Is that like, well, my pact mark, or is it just some sort of symbol that you picked up?
Law pauses at this, and he looks to the jacket or the symbol. As he just simply shrugs, "It's a pack mark. It's what I had."
Really?
What about yours?
Well, I got it when I made my pact with Horo.
Well, yeah, but where is it?
It's on my shoulder.
Oh, I can't see it on the picture. Sorry.
It's in plain view of everyone.
My bad. I haven't really at it, I guess.
Someone's blowing into your mic.
Looks a little similar, though, at least.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to ask. How similar it looks is kind of odd.
Shikon. Quick pause
What?
of the Alex conversation there. You wanted to say something?
No, I'm just writing something up while they are talking. It's just a side note, nothing
Okay.
important.
Alrighty, you may continue.
Right, but yeah, this is just kind of a thought I had, and you know, it can be completely and utterly baseless, but I just thought I'd share it with you.
Go ahead.
You think? No, I'm not. I don't mean to like offend, you know, your patron or anything, but it's just. Do you think Jurgle might be a dragon as well?
Law raises a brow as he just like stares down Alex. He actually felt a little offended by that almost, but in a sense, Alex does pose like a great question on that regard. So he just simply shrugs it off, and well, it could be possible, but that's if you ever seen Jurgle's real form. He mentioned he has one. I haven't.
It's just that the pact marks are so honestly like eerily similar. There's something in my mind that can't help but think there's a relation.
Well, you have seen other warlocks, so I'm guessing, right, in your pastime?
Well, yeah, but pact marks are sometimes they're not as straight. You know this. That sometimes they're not as straightforward tattoos or anything like that.
No.
Sometimes people get boils. Sometimes their eyes change to that of their patron. It really comes down to what exactly it is.
What kind of warlock you are, Alex? That's the real question.
What, me?
No, as in like with what happened to you with your pack mark. I would think it would be a similarity. It might be because we might be the same type of warlock. As you've seen, there's a lot of spellcaster warlocks. Well, I'm not really that good on actual range attacks, for example.
What, you? And like he's like, what, you don't? And he like shows off his he shows off like the charge of the Eldritch Blast in his hand, which anyone who's either noticing or Law, I guess Law in particular would notice this. It's actually starting to form frost on his hand this time. It's like you don't know how to do this.
No, I don't excel at that. Is what I meant to say.
Okay, so maybe we are kind of the same type. I wouldn't really know. It's just I don't know. Maybe them both being dragons might be the reason why Jurgle might not like might not like horror. I don't know.
I wouldn't say Jurgo doesn't like horror. I never said that, now did I? I just say he's a good judge of character.
I don't know. It's just. This is honestly the worst part about being warlocks.
Well, hopefully it ends well. That's all I can say.
So,
Yeah.
Rura and Shikon, you head on out to collect food for everyone.
Yes.
Since this is not just, I'll let you roll nature or survival, or just a general attack. It's just more to see how well you do. Okay. So both of you
Not
kind
your
of
roll today.
struggle a bit, but you both manage to team up and get something that'll feed the group.
Speaking of that, the moment they managed to hunt down the animal, they actually came by a spot that Shikon knows very well. His ears immediately drop as he approaches it.
River kind of sighs, like glad that they managed to get something, with a small smile. And then she notices his mood drop, and she looks at him curious. She goes, "You okay?"
Shikon places his left hand on the tree, sighing softly. This here. This is where I always ended up playing with my friends when I was still young. And for the first time in this group, he was going to take out the pan flute and play on it.
River feels a little sad, the fact that this is supposed to be like a nice childhood memory, and yet all it does is kind of bring him some sadness. And then, so he grabs his flute.
He has the pan flute that he got from
The shifter.
his
That you
shifter.
saved.
Right.
Yeah.
So she sees him kind of fiddling with it, and then she gets a small idea, and she like smiles. She goes, "Can you play me something?"
I was sure, even though I'm a little bit out of practice because it's usually her profession.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, what charisma do I have to roll? Oh dear.
If you click the pan flute in your inventory, or just roll performance.
Oh my
there you
god.
go. So,
I get a good roll.
Rura, as you hear the soft first note, it hangs in the air like a spell, before more notes begin to follow it and weave around, almost as if they're little pixies dancing in the fields to the music.
Rura looks curious at first, but then as he plays and she sees things, she kind of like stares in awe. Her mouth slightly gawking a bit at him as she just kind of watches enthralled by his performance.
Shikam was really into it. He wasn't even noticing that Rura was surprised in him playing the pan flute. As soon as he finishes, was he noticing it though? And looks rather embarrassed. Yeah, that's a little hobby of mine that I picked up thanks to her.
Rura kind of like stops gawking for a second, shaking her head, and then she like claps her hand and says, "That was really good." Wait, her?
Yeah, her. Fiziana. Or Fizi, as I call her. Ever since I heard that Cleaver appeared in our tribe and things happened, am I worried that something happened to her?
Rura looks curious with a tilt of her head and like innocently asks, "Is she your loved one?"
More an inside check. Ura? You can notice that Shikon is trying his best to hide it.
Rura kind of like looks closely at his face. She goes, "Oh, I remember Alex turning red like that before. So she is a loved one."
Just don't tell anyone else about this, please.
Rura shrugs softly with a smile. She goes, "Okay, as long as you don't want me to, I won't say nothing." But I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll be okay. I mean, once we figure things out with the law, I'm sure we can help you find your tribe.
Thank you, Ura. I really needed this moment. He puts away the pamphlet and picks up the hunt games that they wrote down and heads back to the group. Oh, I heard you sing the other day, so I wouldn't mind if we perform together one day.
Now it's Rura's turn to look embarrassed as she like her feathers kind of bristle and she looks a little red and she covers her eyes and she goes, "Oh my god, no."
Oh, come on, your voice is also lovely.
She kind of like looks to him and she goes, "Thank you."
Let's go back. The others might worry about us if we stay out too long.
Rura kind of whines and then she nods her head and just starts walking back, embarrassed.
So,
Well, Shikon was also embarrassed as he walks. Your turn now, DM.
all right. All right. I knew that, Wedwood. I just didn't. I just wanted it to have thematic timing because we're so.
Yeah, like I know, like
This is on the very third day, just as you get up, because again, it's been. Well, actually, no. Yeah, it's the second day. So, you're sitting down, and you're talking about things and the happenings.
Yeah, like okay, so guys, you know in the comics of like how you're on the phone and like the guy on the other end is yelling and like you can actually like you're actually getting blown back a little bit by it.
Yes.
Like you know that like comic. Now imagine that but with sending, and you'll have a pretty good idea of how the conversation is going right now.
Oh my lord.
But yeah, Andy, there you go.
Shikon chuckles a little bit to see that.
So how did the conversation go?
Well, they have a LARP, and apparently LR has been dismembered.
What?
I think we need to go. We need to move.
What?
Wait, what?
I beg your pardon?
Grisera grabs Vierna's shirt and pulls it to her and glares. What do you mean by dismembered? And don't get smart with us.
His exact words were, "They tortured LR for 15 days, then dismembered her."
Are you saying she's...
Is she dead?
I don't know, but we need to move now.
I agree. Let's triple the movement.
All right, give me just a moment here. Okay, I just gotta set something up real quick. Ah yes, I'm missing 2 icons. Sorry, I'll be honest, you once again succeeded my expectations in that you got here a lot faster than I was expecting.
Haha!
Ditching somewhere was the plan all along.
Okay, Yeah, I was expecting that encounter to take a bit. Okay, and then we got that. And we delete those. So, you're beginning to walk. So, you will take a point of exhaustion for this. Just be aware of that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean,
Alright.
we will probably be resting up again before or we get crushed, but like basically double time march. Like every day from now on.
Okay. So,
Would that help at all?
No.
I can't
Or you
imagine.
just put some of the other people on the disc.
okay, I'm nearly done setting up. And you'll have to forgive me because, yeah, like I said, I didn't expect you to make it this fast. So you'll have to forgive me for just a little bit.
Does that mean we can stop forgiving you once you're done?
I didn't do anything. So,
I was just joking.
you all begin to run. And you make it further and further and closer to Prosh. And then you hear soft cries for help. Hello?
At this point, is Shikon waging?
Just hold on a moment. Allah, would you voice act?
Oh, that's hard. Cries for help. Oh, I'll get what you're saying now. Okay.
Yeah. Go on.
I can't do it. That's
Oh
so
my
bad.
god! How hard is it to just say help?
Too hard.
Just do it!
Yep.
Or I'll voice
Fine.
act for you and it'll sound terrible.
Oh god, it's gonna sound terrible anyway, but fine.
Just do it.
Someone help! Please!
Is that a voice we recognize?
Yes.
Shikon is already raging.
Fiona would if she could.
So, you will run after the voice, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You enter the roadside and you see familiar faces. And I forgot a last token. Give me a second. I'm so sorry. I always forget one.
No, it's right there. What are you talking about?
Is it?
Yeah, it is right there.
Where?
Mine is way in the corner.
Right here.
Oh, I've accidentally put someone else's token underneath it. Sorry. You should be with the other group. Ah, there you are.
Oh.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so we still are. Does she look dismembered?
Allah, would you like to describe your character?
Who's breathing into their mic?
Shikon.
No.
You see a centaur-like body, with a cloak covering most of the top half of the centaur, as it was just too short to cover the entire, like, centaur body in general. So that's what you currently see. It's just a hooded centaur.
Oh.
She doesn't look like she's missing anything, if that's what you guys are worried about. But you can't really see the top half.
So, who is this?
So, Kagura. It looks like you watched as Elnath kindly asked Allah to begin to call out for help. And you see a group of people running towards you with one very angry shifter.
And a very
Yeah.
worried half-orc.
Ellen,
And-
why you tell me to yell like that?
Damn near homicidal looking.
You may move closer if you wish. You have control of your tokens.
I fox to move faster.
Okay.
You've been outfoxed.
And then I unfox when I arrive.
Fast movement.
Well,
You guys okay?
Whoa, I didn't actually expect you guys. How?
I've been in contact with Kagura via sending for like, and for several days. He said something about you getting dismembered, and then we kind of just ran from there.
Oh.
You're looking very intact.
Shikon, the moment he sees Allah, he puts the finger, taps her forehead with his finger, having a really angry look on his face. Why did you go alone on your own?
As you did, the hood did fell down, and you saw her body, or her face scarred, and her hair is a little bit longer in general, but then she just takes off the cloak in general, and you see her left arm. It's gone. It's just a mechanical hand instead, or mechanical arm in general now.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, Baron has a very good idea of where that mechanical arm came from.
What the hell did they... Reserve just... Her eyes are wide, absolutely horrified. And then slowly she looks to Alar, genuinely worried. What the hell did they do to you?
I know about 7 or 8 different torture means now. That's all I'll say on that.
The hell did they want?
I honestly don't know. Sorry.
I'm going to try to see if it's magical before trying to detect magic.
Sorry, it's not magical. I muted myself because there's doors slamming.
Okay.
Rira looks also mortified as well, and then she gets a little bit of a stern look on her face, and she goes, "Why did you go by yourself?"
Overconfident, cocky. I was worried we might be too late, and I don't even know what it was, and I was an idiot. Sorry, everyone.
Shikon actually walks away from Allah, pretty much angry, and he kicks the nearest stone since he's still raging, and actually and screams in real anger.
Grisera's lower lip started quivering, and to the surprise of everyone in the group, she gives Alara a hug, showing for the first time sympathetic Grisera. My God. Oh God.
So,
Alara.
I'm just quickly going to give some description of what else is there. You of course see Elnath there, and you see 2 new figures that none of you recognize. Well, except for one. You see a well-tailored half-orc and a half-dragon. Well, what is it? Yeah, half dragon. Nope, half dragon.
Oh, okay.
What?
Explain that one later on. But Alar starts tearing up as initially she flinches from the hug and expected like some kind of punch or something, and she just froze and started sobbing herself.
Rira looks to the 2, and then she still feels a little upset at Alara, but also sympathetic. And then she looks to Elnath, and she goes, "You got her out of there?"
Oh, no. Well, they sort of broke themselves out.
You're cutting off.
Sorry, there's a guy in the thing, and I had to move my mic closer. Let me try this. Okay. 1 second. I'll just have to speak a little louder. There we go. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, Elmas says, "Oh, no. I ran into them shortly after they escaped. I helped them find a little safe area where they could recover from their injuries."
River looks thoughtful for a second, and then she glances behind on that to see the half orc and half dragon, and then her eyes light up, and she goes, "No way!
Yes,
It's my teachers!"
yes,
What?
they, it is nice to see all of you again.
Rira, although she glances to Alar a little bit sadly, she walks over to the others and she smiles at the two.
They smile and then they say, "You haven't grown a day. Have you been eating right?"
Rira kind of pops, but she goes, "I'm not little anymore."
"You'll still be little to us." And the half dragon pets you on the head.
She feels a little bit of being rubbed down the head all the time, but kind of with that smile, the giddy smile that comes to her face. "I missed you too."
They give you a hug. Back to Allah. You share the first real bit of warmth you've had in a long while. When you hug Rizura, she feels real. She feels there.
I'm sorry, everyone. I was an idiot.
Hey, just enough of that, alright? You're back here with us now, alright?
Do you want us to take you home? Or to your sister?
Law nods and actually approaches her. That's might be for the best, Alar. I'm sorry. I wish I was there sooner. Alar steps back away from people or into a clearer space and just shakes her head. I got a duty I still gotta do. It's what we have to do now. I can't stop here.
So you want to go back after everything they did to you?
Alara goes silent and she just lowers her head and she shakes it. No, not to Prosh.
Yes, we discovered the source, and I believe you'll more
Hang
than.
on, you're breaking up.
Yes, we discovered the source of the, well, I suppose the term you've been using is rot, yes?
You have?
Oh yes, it is a black dragon.
That's honestly not the kind of rot I was expecting.
Those are
black.
the worst dragons, if I recall correctly.
Why
A
would
black dragon? A black dragon's causing this?
Well, I
Why would a
wouldn't say
black
he's
dragon-
causing everything, but he is the source.
But why would
Okay.
a black dragon be here?
Well, there is that. Well, there is that swamp that's just north of Prosh. It sort of popped up, quite unannounced, and then it's been growing ever since, slowly but surely. It's actually threatening to to overwhelm the city, if you can believe it.
It just popped up out of nowhere?
Honestly, I was expecting it was some kind of hag.
Well,
Dragons are a lot more dangerous. No offense made.
oh no, we are perfectly dangerous.
Oh yeah, the river first up shows. Oh yeah, everybody, this is Butler and this is Maid. They were my teachers when I was taken in by Elnath. They taught me to read and write.
They are very kind people, Aurora.
They both bow
I know,
in
right?
greeting.
The butler and maid?
Yes.
Interesting titles.
Not titles, those are our names.
Yeah, they're their names. River kind of gives Alex a bit of a look like, duh.
Okay. Not even gonna pry into that one. We've got too much to focus on. Okay, so back to this dragon issue. Okay, so Black Dragon's popped up and you're saying is responsible for, right? Here's the question that needs to be answered. How old is this dragon?
Oh, he's quite big. Yeah, if you would follow us, I have someone that can give you more answers. And he nods to the butler, who then reaches out, and a shimmering door appears, which he opens, revealing a well-decorated foyer.
Holy crap.
River goes in without any hesitation at all.
So, do you all step into the foyer?
Before doing so, Dennis asked Congress, so, how did it go then?
Let's just say by the time we catch up, you'll know all the names on my hit list.
Alright, well, yeah, Alex goes on through after, hesitating and, looking at the door. He just kind of puts one foot in and steps on through.
The group, as you begin to pile in, you arrive in this massive foyer, almost like a mansion's foyer. There's 2 staircases leading upstairs, and there's doors to the left and the right. One leading to a large kitchen with this full-on buffet, and to the left there's a series of rooms that are just seemingly endless. You can see signs pointing towards the baths and showers. It's a veritable mansion.
Dennis says, I am thirsty. Can I have a drink, please?
You watch as a ghostly figure steps on over and hands you a glass of water.
Thank you. He then drinks it.
The butler steps forward and then hands Dennis a scroll, and he says, I have it under good authority. You do not have the hot spell?
I do not. That sounds like an amazing spell to have. He takes it happily. This is the magnificent mansion, isn't it?
It is.
River smiles. Home sweet home.
Okay,
Kushika looks a little bit surprised here that is the place where you lived, grow up?
River kind of shrugs. She goes, well, after Elnath, my savior, purchased me, he allowed me to stay here with him. And Maid and Butler, too.
Okay, suddenly the names Maid and Butler are making a bit more sense.
So, do you, recast this every single day?
Yes.
What I meant was, is it always the same mansion when you cast it?
He nods, unless I choose to change it.
Okay.
Okay, so you say that there's someone here who knows like what it is we're dealing with this black dragon, yeah?
And right at that point, you hear a sudden ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta of feet as this kobold jumps up and lightly hits Alara on the leg and says, "Tag, you're it!"
Alara like chuckles at that, and then she just like pokes his head easily. No, you're it. Sorry, buddy.
Oh. Elnath chuckles a bit and says, "Everyone, I would like you to meet Spud, our most recent ally. He actually worked for the Black Dragon. Ah, yeah, that guy's mean. He never let us touch his treasure."
I mean,
Wait, what? Oh my god.
wait. And sorry, Alex like, gets on his knee, down on one knee and looks at him. And he's like, "So, Spud, was it?"
I'm Spud.
Yeah. He holds out his hand and he says, "I'm Alex. It's nice to meet you."
Hiya, I'm Alex. I'm Spud.
Yeah, but he just like he gives this unimpressed look and he looks at everyone and shakes his head and he's like, "Gets funnier every time."
And at that point, you, Alex, see Mittens step into the mansion, and then you watch as his body begins to shift, and he stands up on 2 feet. He is now a humanoid.
I can't handle you, Kai.
And he steps over to Alar, butt naked, by the way, and hugs her and says, "Mother, I am hungry."
River,
Oh,
surprised,
actually-
quickly covers Ren's eyes.
And she got cause Rura's eyes.
Hey!
You're too innocent.
Holy crap!
Alara just like
Called
jaw
it.
drops
Hug.
in pure confusion. What?
Kagura just face palms.
Did you guys ever fed? What's going on here?
Apparently that's Mittens.
Mittens was a Hanjokai. He was in his beast, his like first 100 years as a beast, and apparently he just transitioned to his humanoid state.
Mother, I am hungry.
Congratulations, you have a child.
I'm not your mother.
You feed me, you care for me, you take out my poop, you are my mother.
Alex is just
Jesus Christ.
Alex is just like he's got one hand against his head, like to try and block out the sight of a buck naked humanoid, and he's like, you know what, I'm super glad that he doesn't like me. Well, I could not deal with this.
And that is
Neither
where we're
can
going
I.
to end it. Sorry I cut you out, Shikon. Everyone can get their final reactions in and then we're ending it. Sorry.
Neither can I.
Grisero then calls out to Butler and May, "Can someone please give this thing a towel?"
You watch as the servant comes over with a towel and then wraps it around Mittens.
Alara just gives a sigh of relief.
Rarissa is covering Sren's eyes, and then I guess her eyes are covered, and she goes, "Can we look now?"
Yeah, you can now look.
It's safe.
She goes to Sren's eyes, and then she gives a small glare at Wolf, and she goes, "I'm not that young, you know."
I don't know if you ever seen, you know.
Oh god.
So, here's the question. Do you want to end it now or do you want to go on a little longer? We are over time.
End it now.
probably end it now.
Okay. So, thank you all for coming. What an adventure,
Very good.
huh?
The full moon is out.
Ooh. Have a lovely
it's-
night, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.
Adios.
Sister